Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to prove theorem 10.1.3. Its statement is in correspondence of two triangles. So we are talking about two triangles, and let us take a correspondence between them. So you have two triangles, okay, and you have a correspondence between them. It means you have named them in a manner. Okay, let this be the correspondence between, you have two triangles. In correspondence of two triangles, if three sides of one triangle, okay, these three sides of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding three sides of the other. Corresponding to AB, you have side DE and they are congruent. Corresponding to AC, you have side DF, they are also congruent. And corresponding to BC and EF, corresponding to BC, you have the side EF. These sides are also correspondence as well as they are congruent. So it is given to us, the statement after if conveys the given to you. Okay, so after if we have three sides of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding three sides of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So we are given that three sides of one triangle are congruent to the three sides of these triangle. They are congruent as well as corresponding. So we are going to take AB congruent to DE, BC congruent to EF, and AC congruent to DF. So we have three sides of this triangle which are congruent to the three sides of this triangle. This is given to us, and we need to prove that if these three sides are congruent, then the triangles are also congruent to one another. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This is what we have to prove. Okay, in order to prove this, we will need some steps of construction. Okay, the steps of construction will be that we are going to draw a triangle in such a way that angle B is congruent to this angle. Okay, angle B is congruent to angle FE, and let me take the point G here. Okay, and we are going to take EM equal to AB. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to make an angle here at the point E which is equal to angle B. Okay, if it is 45, this will also be equal to 45. So we are going to make an angle here which is equal to angle B here. Okay, and then we are going to extend this side as much as AB. Okay, we are going to take EM equal to AB, and then we are going to join F to M. This will give us another triangle. Okay, so here we are going to get three triangles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is, first we are going to prove this and this triangle equal to one another. Okay, the summary will be that the first step, we are going to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MEMF. Okay, this we are going to prove by SAS postulate. Okay, second step we are going to do is that with the help of this congruency, we are going to get some information which will help us to prove that triangle DEF is congruent to triangle EMF. Okay, so first we are going to prove these two triangles congruent, then we are with congruency of these two triangles, we are going to get some information which will help us to prove that these two triangles are also congruent. So if this triangle is congruent to this and DEF is also congruent to this, then it will prove that both the triangles are congruent because both are equal to this triangle. So this is the steps we are going to do in a minute. Okay, I will tell you the details now.
Cool. Thanks for sharing.
So here we have two triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, we are given that the three sides of this triangle is congruent to three sides of triangle DEF. So given is that triangle ABC and DEF, we have taken a correspondence between these two triangles. Then we are given that AB, the side AB is congruent to DE, side BC is congruent to EF, and side AC is congruent to DF. Side AC is congruent to DF. So these are the three sides given to us which are congruent to the sides of this triangle. Next we need to prove that triangle ABC and DEF are congruent. This is what we need to prove. Okay. Steps of construction are that what you are going to do, you are going to make a triangle EMF, okay, or MEF on this side EF. Okay, you are going to make a triangle such that what you are going to do, you are going to measure this angle, angle B, and you are going to make an equal angle over here. Okay, this angle will be FEM or MEF. This angle will be equal to angle B. So these two angles are equal to one another. Next, what you are going to do, you are going to take EM, then you are going to extend this line from E to a point M such that AB and EM are congruent. Okay, so AB and ME, they are congruent, and the angle B is congruent to angle MEF. MEF is congruent to angle B, angle ABC or angle B, and the side ME will be congruent to AB. Then you join M to F. And one more thing that you need to do in the construction is also join D to M. Okay, join D to M. Okay, and name the angles as angle 1, 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Okay, this is what we are going to name the angles as in the figure. Okay, to start, first of all, what I said was you are going to prove these two triangles congruent, and then you will get enough material to prove these two triangles also congruent. Once this triangle is proved congruent to this triangle, then in the next step we are going to prove these two triangles congruent. As this triangle will be equal to triangle MEF and triangle ABC will also be equal to MEF, so this will give us the result that both the triangles are also congruent, because both will be equal to the same triangles. Both the triangles will be congruent to the same triangle, and this will give us the result that we desire. So first of all, what am I going to do? I'm going to use SAS postulate to prove these two triangles congruent. For this, I will take these two sides, okay, and the angle in between them. I will take AB. AB is congruent to ME. Okay, this is something I did in construction. So the reason for this will be construction. Then angle B is congruent to angle MEF. Okay, this angle is congruent to this. So I am taking this side. AB is congruent to ME. Okay, these two sides will be equal to these two sides, and the angle in between them is also equal. Now angle B will be congruent to angle MEF. This is also because of the construction that we did. Okay, the third side, now SAS, the third side will be the side BC. BC is congruent to EF. Okay, the side BC of this triangle is congruent to the side EF. This was given to us. Okay, BC congruent to EF. This was given to us. So it means that by SAS postulate, AB and BC, side A and BC are congruent to side ME and EF. Also the angle in between them is also congruent. Okay, A and BC, EF and ME, these two sides are congruent to these two sides, and their included angle of these two sides, angle E, is congruent to angle B. So it means that both the triangles are congruent. Okay, by SAS postulate that we did earlier. ABC is congruent to triangle MEF, and here first we should have taken the correspondence. ABC corresponds to triangle MEF. Okay, So it means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MEF. This is by SAS postulate. Now as both the triangles are congruent, therefore their corresponding sides are also going to be congruent. For this, consider the side AC. AC of this triangle will correspond to the side MF. Okay, MF of this triangle. Side AC of triangle ABC corresponds to triangle to side MF of triangle MEF. As they are corresponding sides and the triangles are congruent, therefore MF will be congruent to AC, because these are the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Okay, as the triangles are congruent, all its corresponding sides are congruent. So it means that AC will be congruent to MF. Okay, now mark it as equation 1 because we are going to be using it. Now we know that AC was congruent to, from given, we were given that AC is congruent to DF. Okay, mark both these equation as 1. Okay, this was given to us. Okay, AC is congruent to MF. This is what we proved through SAS postulate. Now AC was congruent to DF. This is given to us. It means that AC is equal to both these sides, which implies that DF and MF must be equal to one another because both are equal to AC. Okay, mark this as 2. So now we know that DF is congruent to MF. DF is congruent to MF. Similarly, we know that AB is congruent to ME. This is what we did in construction. And also AB is congruent to DE. AB is congruent to DE. So it means AB is congruent to DE as well as AB is congruent to ME, which proves that DE will be congruent to ME. Okay. So DE will be congruent to ME. This is because both are equal to AB. Okay, DE is congruent to AB. This was given to us. DE equal to AB, and AB is also equal to EM. This is what we did in construction. So AB is equal to ME. AB is also equal to DE. It means ME and DE must be equal to one another because both are congruent to AB. Mark this as 3. Okay. Now next, what we have proved that this side DF is congruent to FM, and now till now we have also proved that DE is congruent to EM. Okay, so these are the things which we have proved. Let me write it here because we are going to use it. Okay, the first thing is DF is congruent to MF. This was in equation 2. Okay, this was equation 2. And DE is congruent to ME. DE congruent to ME. This is equation 3. So till now we have proved these two equations which we are going to use in proving these two triangles. So I have noted down them here because I am going to erase this. So we have these are the things that we have proved: DF congruent to MF and DE congruent to ME. Now I am going to erase all this. Now in equation 1 we proved that DF and FM, DF and FM are congruent to one another. Okay, DF and FM, as these two sides are congruent, if we consider this triangle DF and M, as the two sides are congruent, so the angle 2 and angle 4 are also going to be congruent because they are opposite to the equal sides. So let me write this. Consider triangle DFM. In this triangle, DF is congruent to FM. This we have already proved in in equation 1, okay, that we have already proved. DF is congruent to FM. Now this is a triangle, okay, we are considering this triangle DFM. Let me draw it here, okay, D, F and M. Now I have marked this angle as angle 2 and this angle as angle 4. Now as these two sides are congruent, so the angle opposite to them are also congruent. This is what we have proved in previous theorem that you have done in class 8. That if in a triangle two sides are congruent, then the angle opposite to those sides are also congruent. Okay. So DF is congruent to FM, which implies that angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. This is because they are the angles opposite to congruent sides of a triangle. Okay, opposite to DF we have angle 4 and opposite to FM, just consider this triangle, opposite to FM we have angle 2. So as these two sides are congruent, so will be the angle that are opposite to it. Okay, opposite to this angle we have angle 4 and opposite to FM we have angle 2. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. Same is the case here in triangle DEM. DE is congruent to EM. So the angle opposite to opposite to ME is angle 1 and angle opposite to DE is angle 3. So angle 1 and 3 are also going to be congruent because they are the angles opposite to the same sides. Similarly, angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. The reason for this is also same as this, angle opposite to the congruent side. As we have written similarly, you don't need to explain the logic of this thing. Okay, similarly means that according to the same logic that we have used in the previous lines. Okay, in this angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. On the same lines we can prove that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So you don't need to go into the discussion of this because this is proved in the same method as angle 2 and angle 4. As angle 2 is congruent to angle 4 and angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. Now let me mark this as equation 4 and this as equation 5. Now adding these two, angle 2 plus angle 2 plus angle 1 will be congruent to angle 4 plus angle 3, adding 4 and 5. Adding equation 4 and 5. We can always add two equations. Okay, angle 2 is congruent to angle 4, then angle 1 is also congruent to angle 3. So we can add these two equations. The method will be that left hand side will be added to the left hand side, right hand side will be added to the right hand side. Now this means that angle 2 plus angle 1 is congruent to angle 4 plus angle 3. Now angle 1 plus angle 2 form the angle which is angle D. Okay, angle 1 plus angle 2 will give us the angle D, and angle 3 and 4 will add up to give angle M. So we can say that angle D is congruent to angle M. Okay, because angle 2 plus angle 3, this makes the angle D, and angle 3 plus 4 makes the angle M of this triangle. Now we have proved that angle D is congruent to angle M. Okay, this is what we are going to prove. We are going to use in the coming step. This was let me mark this as equation 6. Okay, this is equation 6. So we have proved that angle D is congruent to angle M. Now we are going to prove these two triangles as congruent. Okay, we have already proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FME. This was the first step that we did in the in this proof. Okay, then we proved that angle D and M are congruent. Now the next step will be we are going to prove that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay, the triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MEF. Note that we have already proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MEF. The next step we are going to do, we are going to prove these two triangles congruent. Okay, by using the information that we got in equation 6. Now taking the correspondence between triangle DEF corresponds to triangle EMF. F or M E F. Now corresponding to D, I have taken M because I have proved that M and D and M are the same angle. So always take the corresponding according to the things that you have already proved congruent. Okay, be very careful here. Look, DE is congruent to ME, so I have taken DE corresponding to ME, and DF I have taken corresponding to MF because we have proved it already. So whatever information you have, the congruency of whatever angles and sides you have, take them corresponding. Okay, be very careful with it. So triangle DEF corresponds to triangle MEF. Here DE is congruent to ME. This we have proved in DE is congruent to ME. This we have proved in equation 3. We have already proved it in previous step. That was equation 3. And angle D is congruent to angle M. Angle D and M are congruent. This we have already proved in equation 6. Proved in equation 6. Okay. D is congruent to M. D. What am I doing? I am trying to apply the SAS postulate on these two triangles. DE is congruent to EM. I have already proved that, explained that. And DF is congruent to FM. This also we have already proved that D and angle D is congruent to angle M. This we have proved in equation 6. So angle DF is congruent to MF. This we also have proved in equation 2. Okay. So we have the sides DE and DF is congruent to ME and MF, and the angle included between these two sides is angle D. This is also congruent to the angle included between these two sides, that is angle M. So we have proved that these two sides and the angle in between them is congruent to these two sides and the angle between these two sides. So this is what the SAS postulate. According to SAS postulate, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MEF. Okay. This is because of SAS postulate. Now also remember that in the first step what we did was we did triangle ABC congruent to triangle MEF. This was the first step that we did. Mark it as equation steric, okay, and mark this as equation double steric. Okay, this is double steric, and the first step that we did was triangle ABC congruent to triangle MEF. Mark this as steric. Okay, this will be equation steric. This will be equation double steric. Now, if we compare equation, the first equation and this equation, look, triangle DEF is congruent to MEF. Also here in the first step what we did was triangle ABC was also congruent to MEF. So MEF is congruent to triangle ABC. This we proved in the first step. And in the last step what I did was I proved that triangle MEF is congruent to triangle DEF. So this triangle is congruent to this triangle as well as this triangle. Okay, this is only possible if both these triangles are congruent, because the same triangle cannot be equal to two different triangles. Obviously they will have the same size and shape. If they have the same size and shape of MEF, it means that they will be congruent to one another. So triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle DEF, because both are congruent to triangle MEF. This we proved in steric and double steric. Okay, so this is what we had to prove. We had to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to DEF. Okay, we had to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. what we did, the summary of all this was that first we proved that ABC is congruent to MEF. How we did it? We make this angle congruent to B by steps of construction. Also AB we made congruent to ME. So AB was congruent to ME, BC was congruent to EF. This was given to us, and angle B and E were congruent. This is because we did it steps of construction. So ABC, first we proved that ABC is congruent to MEF. Then what we did was, with the help of this congruency, we got that AC and FM are congruent, but AC was congruent to DF. So FM and DF are congruent. If they are congruent, the angle opposite to them are also congruent. This is what we did next. The next step was to prove that angle D and M are congruent. So we got enough material to prove that these two triangles are also congruent. So first we proved the congruency of these two triangles with the help of SAS postulate. Then we proved the congruency of these two triangles with the help of SAS postulate. So both these triangles were congruent to the same triangle MEF, and this is only possible if both the triangles are congruent. Otherwise these triangles can't be equal to this MEF cannot be equal to two different triangles. So this is what we needed to prove, that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, and this ends the theorem.